Right here at Ynys Hir, where there's a precious flock of a very rare bird called the Greenland White-Fronted Goose. These are also visitors from the Arctic, a journey of some 2,000 miles. But they are regular visitors and their arrival here is greatly anticipated. I recently came down to get a glimpse of this very special bird. Now there's a good reason why I'm out and about so early this morning. It's actually 15 good reasons, because 15 large birds have flown over 2,000 miles just to make it down here. Now these birds are notoriously shy, incredibly elusive. So I'm just hoping I can get a glimpse of these Greenland White-Fronted Geese. The light's lifting slowly and you can hear plenty of Canada geese here. But if I scan left, just on the edge of the pool over there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Greenland White-Fronted Geese. And one of the birds, as I said that, just stood up, looked towards me, and you can see this lovely flash of white right at the base of the bill that gives them their name. They're cracking looking birds. And this is the nearest I've been to these geese for over 25 years.
Their breeding grounds in Greenland are currently buried in snow, so they come exclusively to the UK and Ireland to overwinter. They're incredibly site loyal. Members of this flock have been returning to Ynys Hir year after year, but the numbers have plummeted by 83%. So for me, this sighting is incredibly special.
These are birds that have been flown 2,000 miles from West Greenland to be down here. And there's a real pull to this one area. And they travel in these family groups. And usually the juveniles will stay with the adults for 3 years. But there are records of youngsters staying with the adults for 13 years. Can you imagine that? That's like your teenage kids at home staying with you until they're 50. Their heads have come up, so I think they're getting ready to leave their roosting area to go out to some wet meadows, maybe a kilometre away, where they'll probably spend most of the day feeding. Oh, here they go. Only 15 birds, but a very, very important flock. What a rare privilege that was to get such good views of a shy and secretive bird. But why leave Greenland in the first place? Well, it's because of the harsh weather up there. The milder winters here means the availability of food for these birds. They feed on a variety of plants, such as sedges, cotton grass, and agricultural grasses. And of course, they need to feed up. They've got to stack on as much weight as they possibly can, because they've got to make that long journey, 2,000 miles, back up to Greenland once more. But it's not just me who's delighted to see these geese coming back every year. Back in the 1970s, a group of students from Aberystwyth University formed the Greenland White-Fronted Goose Study Group. They were concerned because the local flock had declined from 200 individuals to just 34, and they could find no reason for this decline locally. So in 1979, they organised an expedition up to the breeding grounds in Greenland. A team of 12 went up for 5 long months in difficult conditions. They found the geese, found the nests, weighed and measured those eggs, and they colouring the chicks. 98 of them in total were individually marked. Back in the UK, they set up a network of observers who could find these marked geese and feed that information back. So what's happened since that study? Well, unfortunately, the global population of Greenland white-fronted geese has continued to decline. And here in Wales, the flock now numbers just 14 individuals in 2024. The problem is up in Greenland, where changing weather patterns is putting pressure on the breeding birds. So much so that young birds are only able to breed when the conditions are very favourable, and that puts more pressure on the overall population. But there's still a team of dedicated volunteers out and about every winter, counting the birds, hoping that the geese will be able to adapt to a changing climate.